Hello, high achievers. Is that right? Is it actually broadcasting? Yay! Hello, high achievers. Now I am officially live. I am live on YouTube, as I can see, and now I'm going live on Instagram. Hello, high achiever from Instagram. How are you doing? Let me fix this for you guys to see me better. Oh, let me see what I can do. Maybe if I scooch over a bit. Yes, much better, isn't it? Or maybe just if I bring my camera, that would be okay too. I don't know. I hope you guys can see me well. So as promised, I am here today to clear your doubts about any question you might have concerning the C2 Proficiency Preparation Course. Let me see how many people are on YouTube. I can see people arriving on Instagram. All right. I'm just getting ready here. As you can see, I am broadcasting in 2 different places, and I am getting all of the information you need to have. Okay. One more second, please, and we will be good to go. Well, while I am getting my cheat sheets ready here to talk to you with all of the questions that I have already received, because thankfully, loads of people asked me questions ahead of time because they said I might not be able to be there with you, but I would really appreciate if you could answer this question. So I have already a few questions here. I am opening them up, and as I do so, let me reintroduce myself for the ones who are here for the first time. As some of you already know, my name is Flavia Costa. I am an English teacher in Brazil. I have been teaching English since 1991, which is more than 25 years. Last time I checked, it was 28, if I'm not mistaken. And I have been preparing students for international certificates since 2002. So even though I have been teaching since 1991, my expertise in preparing students for the C2 proficiency exam is a little bit younger. It's only 11 years old. And I have been online since the end of 2016. Okay, so my name is Flavia Costa, and I am your CP teacher. Today I am here to show you how you can pass the CP exam, the C2 proficiency exam, as it is called today, in 24 weeks. And this is one of the questions I receive the most. How is that even possible? How will I ever be able to pass such a laborious exam in only 24 weeks? I am going to answer you right now, but first I want to see if I can communicate with you properly. I can see loads of people getting in WhatsApp here, and I can also see loads of people getting on YouTube. Guys, please, if you are on YouTube right now, I can see some people there. Please say hello. I just want to see if your chat box is working properly and if I can answer your questions, okay? I want to answer your questions as soon as they appear, even though I already have some of them to answer here. All right, so please say hello there, and I will be able to see if it's working properly. I can see Maria Eugenia Rafael saying channel, something about the channel. Let me switch this over. Some people are on the other channel. Other channel? I don't have another channel. CPE Teacher Flavia Costa, that's my channel. Okay, Sonia Mazzi saying, great. Are you talking about YouTube? Yeah, I have some people on Instagram. and a few people on YouTube. And it's fine, okay? I just want to make sure that I can answer you properly when you ask your questions, and this is what I am checking right now. I am also, you see, I am 47 years old, turning 48. And even though I have been working online for quite a while, it takes some getting used to technology. I pretend that I am tech savvy, but I am so afraid of not being able to do this. And I know I am, but I just want to make sure everything is okay before we start. It seems right. I can see Rafael Peixoto, Maria Eugênia, Sonia Mazzi, everybody talking to me. I can also see people on Instagram. Instagram always works. There is no video on YouTube. Yes, there is. What's going on with the YouTube channel? They're asking me. I don't know. The YouTube channel looks okay to me here. There are some people talking to me there, and it seems to be fine, isn't it? What is the channel that I am in? CPE teacher Flavia Costa. 13 people watching, and it seems to be okay. I have sent a message to the other channel saying you are in here. Oh, thank you, Rafael. Am I in the wrong channel, guys? Okay, I will open YouTube again, all right? I will open YouTube again. Please don't worry. I will just say bye for a minute and I will be right back, okay? Bob Marley here. The link from the email is not the one working. Okay, I got it cut off. Thank you very much for telling me. I am even opening another one. Let's hope everybody's able to rejoin. And we're not that late, you know. 10 minutes, we can handle it, can't we? I hope so. We can handle it. All right. So as YouTube reopens and people get to find me here, hello! I am here, okay, on YouTube. If you want to talk to me, just come in this, click on this link. Hello, Instagram, I'm here too, Insta. All right. Crazy dude. Okay, the chat seems to be the same. And then I have loads of people there. I will say hi to all of you. Laria, Rafael, Baja, Guilherme, Sonia. Thank you very much for being here. Let's get started without further ado, because since we had this link problem, we are a bit late, okay? So I am here to tell you how you can pass the CPE in 24 weeks and answer all of the questions you might have. I have the conviction that you will, in 24 weeks, if you take the CPE preparation course, you are going to save loads of time because I will gather together all the material you need in one only place. You don't have to go looking for material, okay? All of the CPE preparation, C2 proficiency preparation material is gathered in one place, and I select bits and pieces of books which I believe are the best for you to receive throughout your preparation, okay? You will also have different material from the one in the course if you still want more. If you are one of those students who likes to study and struggle and puts on loads of effort, then I still have extra, I also have extra material for you. If you are one of those students who need somebody to tell you, hey, go there, do your exercise, it's time to do this and it's time to do that, and you're willing to do the minimum required, then this course is also for you, because I will spoon feed you with everything you need to know, okay? So I'm pretty sure you're going to save time. And I am also sure that your learning is going to be made easier, right? Because I will release information in a pedagogical, didactic way so that you can easily receive all the information you need throughout the process, okay? I am also going to use all of my expertise of more than 25 years preparing students in English and more than 11 years preparing students for international exams. One, I am cheating. Can you see? I am looking. I am looking at another paper because I have some things to tell you. Okay. So one of the benefits, one of the questions I have here is a student asking me if his level of English is going to improve. He asked me that if he doesn't want to take the exam at all, he only wants to take the course for his English to improve. Yes, your English will improve because by preparing for any exam, you are preparing, you are improving on at least 4 different skills, okay? Look, the exam is about reading, writing. There's grammar, reading and use of English is together, listening and speaking. So people usually say that English, for you to study English, you must cover 4 skills, but if you are preparing for an exam, you must cover 5. So there's no way your English is not going to improve. It will definitely improve because the content is high-level content, and you will be able to figure out your own flaws and figure out also the opportunity to surpass them, to overcome them, okay? And this is invaluable, right? Okay, so I don't really know what your objective is, but I will show you a way for you to obtain this certification. And it will, having this certificate, you know that already, having the C2 proficiency certificate will position you really well in any market, in any interview, okay? Especially if you are an English teacher or a translator, which is mostly the focus of my students. Most of my students are either English teachers or translators. I have had just a few students who who were not English teachers. Somebody's asking me, when does it start? It is starting. Now I'm going to answer you all of the questions. So one of the questions I have here is, will I have time to take the course? Because I am a teacher, I work all day. How long do I need to study every day for me to pass the CPE in 24 weeks? Okay. So let me tell you, I believe this course is fit for who does not have time, because you can watch content online. So you can watch it anytime, right? Even if you are ready to sleep and you are in bed, you can still watch a video lesson. Isn't that right? So if time is your problem, then online is where you want to be. Now you will have to dedicate some hours of your day to study. Okay, you must have at least a little bit of time. Last group, a student joined and she said, I would like to prepare, I want to prepare. She paid, she came in and she said, I don't have any time. And I told her, send me your schedule. Let me help you organize your schedule. I will create a personalized plan for you. And then she sent me her schedule. She actually did not have any time. She would leave home at 6:30 a.m. and she would come back at 9:30 p.m. She still had kids. She didn't have any time available. She worked Saturdays, and I told her that she needed a little bit more than that. So you must have at least 1.5 hours 3 times a week to dedicate for the course, okay? So if you have absolutely no time whatsoever, you gotta find the time to study. However, if not having time to join a course and study traditionally, then this is the course for you because 100% of the course will be recorded and you have 3 years to access it, okay? You will have your access to the platform and to all of the video lessons for 3 years. So really the only thing you need to know is to compromise with, you know, to try to reach your goals, and you will find the time to prepare because it is an online course. Okay, let me take a look at another question here. Will I be ready in 24 weeks? Okay, now I understand your doubts and the complexity of preparing for this exam. I understand because I have taken it. And I also understand because I have been preparing so many students for that. But if you have all the material you need, gathered together in one only place with a methodology which shows you the way, a person who will extend her hand to you, which in case is my hand, you will save so much time, and you will also have motivation, because keeping yourself motivated is probably one of the most difficult parts of preparing on your own. So you will have all of the materials spoon-fed to you, plus motivation, plus a group studying with you. You see, as I help you minimize the number of hours you would spend just looking for material and learning how to use it, it is completely feasible for you to pass the exam in 24 weeks, because I am reducing the time that you would have taken through self-studies by half. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So I am reducing your 1 year of self-study preparation to 6 months of study with me, because I will spoon feed you. That's practically the idea. The other question here, I can see Rafael Peixoto is asking me a question. He says, good evening. I'd like to know more about the program or the syllabus. How does it work? Is it like a platform in which you go through some exercises, you check on your progress? Okay, Rafael, this is how it works. Yes, there is an educational platform with previously recorded videos, and there are also live classes with me. Okay, and this is how they work. You receive 4 videos per week, 4 pre-recorded videos per week. Each one of these videos have a mini grammar lesson, a mini review grammar lesson, where we proofread paragraphs, and within those paragraphs or sentences, I give you paragraphs and sentences filled with mistakes for you to find the mistakes, and then I help you fix them. They are various kinds of mistakes, including grammar and verb agreement ones, punctuation ones, idioms, collocations, phrasal verbs, all kinds of mistakes. By doing that in one paragraph, we can cover different aspects of the language in 10 minutes. And this is a really good way of reviewing everything. So we have a mini grammar lesson. Then we have what I like to call a mini vernacular lesson, because that's when we work on your vocabulary and your lexical resource. We're going to check idioms, phrasal verbs, collocations, whatever you need, all of the vocabulary you need for C2 proficiency. Let me rephrase that, because I have just said all the vocabulary you need, and that would be humanly impossible. You are not going to learn all of the vocabulary. You are going to learn the vocabulary you need for the exam, okay? By all means, it is not all vocabulary in the English language at C2 level. Just enough for you to take the exam and pass it with an A, but it will still you will want to continue studying afterwards, because it is addicting. It is addictive. You will love to continue studying the way I show you, okay? At least this is the feedback I received. So besides having a mini grammar lesson with proofreading paragraph review, plus a mini vernacular lesson with vocabulary which you should use to have a better grade, we also tackle exams, previous exams, sample papers where I give you strategies for you to take the exam in a wiser way. Let's put it that way, okay? Because it's not just sitting there and taking the exam. It takes some getting used to, right? So you must know how to deal with the exercises. We also have a part of the video lesson focusing on that. All of these lessons have homeworks. So you have 4 pre-recorded videos with what I have just told you, plus homework. Then once a week, we meet for speaking classes, and then we are going to practice merely, solely for the speaking portion of the test. We're not going to sit there for just conversation. Everything has a focus on the speaking test. So this is what we're going to do. Practice until you get used to it and you know exactly how to use, what to use and how to use it, okay? Plus, you also receive, just a minute, guys. I'm having a problem here on Instagram. I'm back, Instagram. So you also receive I'm sorry, it's because one of my daughter's friends is calling her on my phone, and I am having to say no, but she keeps on trying again. That's kind of unnerving, maybe nerve-wracking if I could say so, but let's hope that she had given up. All right, so what was I saying? Could you remind me? I have just said that you're going to receive, oh yes, all that I have already told you comes together with writing practice, of course. So I am going to send you writing practice tasks into on that platform named Write and Improve, which works with Cambridge Corpus Computer. So artificial intelligence created by Cambridge Assessment using Cambridge Corpus Computer targeted to Cambridge exams is going to help you correct your mechanics. And I am going to give feedback on cohesion, structure, answering the task appropriately, clarity, flexibility in the language, and so on and so forth. So we join forces. We use what's best in technology nowadays for that, and my expertise with the exam. Okay, so this is how it works. And in 24 weeks, you take the exam and you say, hey, it really worked. At least this is the feedback that I have been getting. Another question that I usually receive is, don't you think, this is what people ask me, don't you think a face-to-face course is better than an online course? I mean, I miss sitting with a teacher next to me. Well, how is this not face-to-face? I have said that in the CPE preparation week, right? Can you see my face? Well, I can't see yours right now, but if you were taking the course with me, I will be able to see your face too. And we will be talking to each other just like this, okay? It's not body to body because you can't feel me and you can't smell me, and you know, maybe that's even a good thing. That's what I like to say. And also, I would like to remind you that on a regular traditional face-to-face course, as people say, you cannot rewind your classes. After the teacher speaks, it's done, right? But if your lessons are all recorded, even your speaking classes with me, your live speaking classes are recorded and they stay there on the platform for you to watch later and listen to your own mistakes are recorded. So by doing that, by having that available to you, you are able to go back and watch it again if you have any doubts or if you need to review something. And if you already know what I'm teaching and that is too simple for you, you can fast forward. Were you ever able to fast forward a teacher? I mean, I remember when I was in school, some of the teachers, I would really have liked them to repeat. But some of the teachers, I wanted to fast forward them because I already knew what they were saying. That's the point, okay? So if you were studying and you already know what I am telling you because what I am reviewing at that moment is too easy for you, you fast forward. If at a chance, at a moment, I am telling you something that is important to you, this is the thing you need to know, you can rewind and watch it again as many times as you would like. And I'm still there. You can talk to me on WhatsApp. You can talk to me on Facebook. We have this virtual VIP group on Facebook. You can talk to me by email, and you can talk to me on the platform. So yeah, I'm there. So in my online project, the only thing you will need that I cannot give you is discipline. Unfortunately, I cannot sit there and study for you, okay? So yes, you will need some time. You can have less time because it's online, but you will need some time to dedicate. And I cannot have discipline for you. So I can help you make the course fit in your daily routine. You can send me your schedule and I will show you how you can add some study moments to your schedule. Like I can prepare that for you, but I cannot sit there and study for you. So this is the only difference, okay? Raphael is saying here, I have taken both CAE and CPE. I haven't got my CPE outcome back yet. I found it easier than the sample mock tests. Is it always a reality? Yes, it is always a reality. Everybody says the same. The real deal is a little bit easier than the sample mock tests we take. The practice papers out there are a little bit harder, but you know, just like everything else in your life, you had to study more than what you really needed for a test because you have to be prepared for anything, right? I always say that you should hope for the best, but expecting the worst. So you must prepare for everything, and when the test arrives, that's what's ideal. You must feel that it was easy for you because you covered everything while studying. So 100% of the course is recorded and you can watch it whenever you please, but you must watch it, okay? Just watch it, you must study. There is no way, if you arrive at the end of the course and you say, oh, I didn't watch the lessons, I didn't do anything, can I take the exam? I will say, no, you can't, okay? Another question I usually receive, and I have it right here on my screen, is, I will answer this one and then I will answer you, okay? FP icon B. Okay, so I have your question right here and I will just answer this one. Some people ask me, I don't know if I should take the CAE, the TOEFL, the IELTS, the TOEIC, the CPE, the Pearsons. Which one should I take? The Michigan. Yes, I know there are so many international exams out there, right? Okay. If you compare all of them, you can, if you go on YouTube after we finish, you will find it anywhere online. If you open a second tab there, and you can ask for scores of any of those tests and a comparison of grades. You will see that CPE is the exam which has the highest level achievable. So even IELTS, which is really famous nowadays. If you get a 9 on IELTS, it refers to a C on CPE, C level. Okay, so if you are willing to have the highest level certificate out there in the world for non-native English speakers, this is the one. This is the C2 proficiency exam. Okay, now let me answer FP Icon B is asking me, the speaking online session is in the visual or group session. What happens if I miss an online session? 3 questions, 2 questions. Speaking online sessions are group sessions. Okay, everybody gets in together and we all work together. I use a platform named Zoom. I don't know if you have heard of Zoom, but I can break you in different study groups. Just like a regular classroom, when you sit with your peers in groups of practice, speaking practice, a teacher will say, now I would like you to get in groups of 3. 1 is the examiner, 2 others are being examined, and then you switch, and then you switch. And then the teacher starts walking around the classroom, listening to each group separately. Sometimes the teacher will be talking to a different group, and then you have to wait for the teacher to come back. Isn't that what happens in a real class, in a body-to-body class? Yes. This is exactly what happens here too, okay? So I will break you into groups, trios, pairs, depending on the exercise that I have prepared that day, or you might all stay with me at once for practice, and then I will go to different groups. The beauty of online is that when I am with you in your group session, then we can't listen to anybody else. I am just with you. And all of your voices are recorded. It doesn't matter if I am in your group or not, your voices get recorded. There is a new way of doing that inside of Zoom. And we can go back and assess your voice even when I wasn't there later, because it gets recorded, which allows me to give you a better feedback. It's not something that I remember. It's something that I could watch and listen again and then talk to you and say, hey, can you see this here? Listen to yourself. Can you see what you did here? How can you fix that? It would have been better if you had done this or that. Okay. All right, and if you miss a live session, which is the second question, it is recorded for you to watch later. It remains recorded on the platform, so you can go there and watch later. And besides all of that, I also ask my students to record their voices separately for the 2-minute long term. There is a part of the speaking test where you have to talk on your own for 2 minutes. And it is much better for you, for the entire group, and for myself if you record your voice separately and send it to me at a different moment, okay? Then I will listen to you, I will give you feedback, and then everybody's happy. Okay, another question here. Flavia, what if I spend all that money and I can't pass the exam in June? Okay, well, I respect your investment. And I can say that here I am also going to invest 150% of my 50%, okay? Look, when you study, the teacher is responsible for, let's say, 50%, and you are responsible for the other 50%. I can coach you, I can guide you, I can keep you motivated, I can give you the material, I can spoon feed you with the information. I send you videos, I talk to you, I nag you, I enter your WhatsApp and say, you've disappeared, you didn't send me a writing. Have you been writing? Send me your voice recording. I am that kind of a teacher, but you must do it. The other 50% is yours. You must study, okay? However, if your level was too low to follow, because if you are B1 level or if you are low B2 level, If you have difficulty understanding what I'm saying right now, or if you have difficulty understanding what people say in general, this is not the right test for you, okay? This is not. You must understand what people say. If you don't understand 100%, you must at least be able to get the gist of it, understand through context, because the listening test at this level is really hard. You must not have difficulties with grammar in general. For you, present perfect is not a problem anymore. So this is a good level for you, okay? So if your level is too low and you weren't able to follow the classes, but you decided to join anyways, see that this is a situation that has already happened to me. A person enters, joins the course, the level is too low, the person cannot follow, and I advise the person not to take the CPE yet. You still have the platform for 3 years. You know what 3 years are? It's a long time. In 3 years, with the information you have there, with the material, with the video lessons, you are able to get better, improve each year, and there will be a moment when you will say, hey, I have been here for 3 years already. I believe I'm ready. I will take the CPE exam. And you might pass. Okay? So don't worry. If you enter the course and you decide that you're not ready to take the exam in June, July, then you keep on studying, because all of the videos are going to be there. All of the material is going to be there for you. Okay? So, and just to soothe you, just to make you even less worried, you have 30 days to understand my philosophy, to practice, to see how it works, to do the exercises, and to see if you can bear me. If you can spend 6 months with me without committing suicide, then if you decide that you can stay, you continue. But if in 30 days you see that the course is not for you for any reason, I will refund you. You will receive your money back 100% without even having to explain why. Okay? Just say, hey, Flavia, I want my money back. I might say, is it too hard for you? Because I want to know, I would like to know if your level was not correct. But if you say, I just don't think the course is for me for any reason, okay, money back, okay, 30 days. This is how much I respect your investment. This is how much I respect your time. And I will absorb all of the drawbacks of giving your money back, okay? Oops, I did something wrong here, just a minute. Okay, here I am back. Now, somebody's telling me I wholeheartedly agree with you. Thank you, Paco. Aren't you my student already? I think Paco is in this group. Is that you? All right, somebody else is asking me here. Maybe this is not the right year for me. Maybe I should wait until next year because I can do that later. I don't even understand why this person is asking me that, but I totally understand why some people think like that, because, you know, this is the most common conversation I hear all the time, right? This is, people usually delay their dreams and objectives. You have a goal and you say, I will try it next year. I will do it some other time. Oh, this is not the right time for me. I want it. I will do it, but not now. So, you know, it is the end of 2019. We're entering another decade. How long are you going to postpone your dreams? 2020 is coming. This is the moment for you to set New Year's resolutions. Passing the CPE could be one of them. I can take you there. Here's my hand. I'll take you there. Okay? Don't worry. Don't delay your dreams. It's not the best thing to do. All right? In a few months, 2020 will be over. 2020 will be over, and you will have delayed your dreams once more. So you can believe me, in 5 years, you will have wished you had started today. After you get your certificate, you will say, if I had known that it was so much easier than I thought, I would have done it before. So this is the moment. Why not do it now? Okay? So I need to tell you that in my course, you cannot get in at any time. Students that are getting in now will have me with them, and they are all going to grow together. They're going to evolve together throughout the course, because there are steps during the preparation that I cannot, if you enter at any time and I have to go back for you, then it wouldn't be possible for me to take you there in 24 weeks. Got it? So that is why I open for enrollment and then I close, and then I have to stay with this group until the end of the 24 weeks, and no one can get in this group as it goes on. Okay? Just remember that. And then there is a person asking me here that, Flavia, I don't know if your course is the best option that I have available. Don't you think there are courses which are better than yours? Okay, that's a weird question too, isn't it? I cannot tell you that I am the best. I won't tell you that I am the best. But I am convinced that I am one of them, and my course is reliable and efficient. Okay? There are so many courses out there. You are free to go and choose whichever course you please. I am just saying that this is one of the possibilities, and you're more than welcome to prepare with me if you would like. Have you, if the question is about money, maybe I didn't understand you well enough, but if your question was about money, your investment for a complete course of 24 weeks is probably going to be the lowest one here. Not only because this is an online course, but also because it is a group course, and it is a course which you can pay in installments if you're Brazilian. If you're not Brazilian, I believe, no, I'm pretty sure. It depends on your country, okay? But if you know prices of CPE courses, C2 proficiency preparation courses, you just compare and then you see what you think. So, and where do you find a program with all of the material you will need, with the opportunity to continue there reviewing for 3 years? None that I can remember, okay? This is the one. All right, Sonia Mazi, who is already my student, is here asking me, as we are at Christmas time, do you believe that the last 2 weeks of December will be a good period to take the classes? Yes, the best. You're not working, are you? Especially if you were a teacher, right? That's when you got rid of all of your students. If you were on a school, right? All of your students are on vacations. Most of your private students are also asking you for a break. This is the moment for teachers to study. What other moment do teachers have? And if you are a teacher, if you chose to work with the academic environment, then I know that you are the kind of person who has fun studying. This is how I have fun. Okay, so yes, these are the weeks, December and January, when your students are on vacations. This is when you study, teacher, right? Don't you dare study when it's the end of term for your students. That's when you can't. All right. And then Rafael is saying, at Cultura Inglesa, you would pay 500 reais in 6 installments. Too expensive. Yeah, they are really good too. And I was a teacher at Cultura Inglesa. I was the C2 proficiency. I used to be one of the Cambridge exams preparation teacher at Cultura Inglesa Jardim Oceânico here in Barra da Tijuca. I worked there from 2008 to 2012. And I know that it is expensive, but I also know it is excellent. And the reason why a body-to-body course is much more expensive than a virtual one is because imagine that they have to pay for rental if they do not own the house. None of the courses do. They also have to pay for the lights. They also have to pay for being there, right? They have to pay for the facilities. They have to pay for everything. An online course, you are not driving there. You don't have to go to a. You don't have to go to a. My daughter's friend is still trying to call me, guys. I'm sorry. So you don't have to go and sit there, worry about the clothes you're wearing, worrying about if you will get hungry and you have to pay for a snack, worrying about the gas you will spend or the transportation money. You don't have to sit there and listen to other people asking questions that you already know the answer to. And you also don't have to be afraid of asking questions and people thinking that your questions were not smart enough. You see, you sit there on your own. Questions are yours. The time is yours. And the computer is yours. The internet is yours. You're not paying for anybody's rental. You were just taking a course online and having to be ready to create your own schedule. But I will motivate you. I promise. Okay? The group motivates you as well. Let me see if I have questions here on Instagram. Somebody is asking me, will you guide us with writing technique? Also, will you correct written assignments? The question was from APC Guedes. Yes, I will guide you with writing techniques. I love teaching writing. One of my most troublesome, let me say, one of my worries nowadays is that I need people to write things for me every now and then, and I never trust them because I know that a few people would write better than I do. Conceited, right? Yeah, I am when it's related to writing because I know my style is really good. And I love teaching it because it's beautiful to see when students get the gist of it and start creating their own voice into their writing. Because the idea is not that your writing becomes like mine. The idea is that your writing becomes like yours. I will teach you techniques for you to use the five writing traits plus one, and you will insert your own voice there on the templates and the ideas that I give you. Now, most importantly, you are writing for Cambridge, and Cambridge wants to see you write that way, that specific way they decided is important, you see. So the style you must have is the one I will teach you, the one that will get you the highest grade. Okay, so that's how I guide you. Another question here. How do people feel about the 86% as an average of the test to get a passing grade C? What is the number of students who can get approved? The ones studying or not? Rafael, this is a question that I would have to check statistics to answer. How do people feel about passing with a C? I think they feel okay if they pass with a C. It depends on where you started, okay? If you join a course and you are a B1 level student, you decide to study, and then you put lots of effort there and you pass the CPE with a C, you're super happy. Now, if you join a course, you are C1 level, high C1 level, and you pass CPE with a C, then you should be super sad. Agree with me. So it depends on where you stand. However, having a C2 proficiency certificate is amazing for the awesome, outstanding. It doesn't matter if it is with EC. Okay, people who pass with the C passed. What is the number of students who can get approved, the ones studying or not? If students are studying and if they are the right level, they will pass. How many do pass the exam in my course? Is that what you want to know? How many do pass the exam in my course? With me, I have had an year when I was teaching in Cultura Inglesa. I had 100% of approval, and I had 16 students with 100% of approval among A's, B's, and C's. Okay, but everybody passed. There was another year where I had 89%, 80 something percent of approval. There was another year when I had 90 something percent of approval. Now, this is the third group online, this one that I am offering now. So for my online course, I do not have that statistics yet because the number of people is different and people who are actually at level vary. When you go to Cultura Inglesa, for example, they will test you and they will not let you subscribe to a course which is not your right level. But here online, even if I send you a test and I say, hey, you are not at the right level, I cannot stop you from subscribing and coming in. So if you're not the right level, even if you study, you're not going to pass. Got it? So this is a really difficult question to answer right now. Now, what I can tell you is that the last group, the one who has just taken the exam now, November and December, I had 14 students who were enrolled in the course. Then 5 students gave up. They decided they were not at the right level and they gave up in the middle of the course. 6 other students continued studying. 4 of those took the exam. I still don't have the results, but I'm pretty sure all of them are going to pass. 1 is going to take the exam in March, and the others are getting ready for the exam in March or June as well. I keep on, you keep the platform for 3 years and you still keep my WhatsApp number, you still have the group, you still have loads of things. So I follow through, I know of your progress, and when you are ready to take the exam, I'll be there with you, okay? I hope I have answered your question, but if I haven't, just ask me something else. Let me take a look here on Instagram again. People are joining and not everybody's asking questions. If you have a question, this is a good moment. Somebody's saying, thanks for answering the questions. You're welcome. And FPI Con B says, how many students do you accept for each course? When I started teaching online, I decided that I was going to accept 15 students at the most. And then I had that situation. I had 14 students and I decided not to have anybody else because I wanted to give feedback in all of the writings. I wanted to be present. I wanted to be with them throughout the course. I wanted to record as it happened. And, you know, it was my dream to have all of those 14 students under my wings and studying throughout the course. What so happened is that not all of them really wanted to take the course. They were not that committed. I would keep on calling them and they would say, I am not ready to study right now, or stop asking me for my homework. I don't have time to do it. And then I figured out that this is a pattern. I have searched other online courses, and then I said, from 15 students, I had 5 who were not at level, 6 who were committed, 4 who took the exam, 5 who ended up coming to classes. I was ready to have more. So the other course, I accepted more students. I accepted, I would have accepted 30, but I had 28 students. And you know what? The other day I was sitting there for speaking class and no one came. How do you think I felt? No one came. And the class was on the time they had voted. So I accept, I am learning as it goes. I am ready to accept 30 or even a bit more because of personal experience. I have learned that not everybody, loads of people, did you know that loads of people buy an online course thinking that they will study, but they don't. It's just like going to the gym. You know, it's any course, you know, you say you are going to take a course and then going to the gym or anything, and then you keep on paying, but you don't actually go. But this happens everywhere. You might have friends like that. So yes, I do have a large group now. However, the number of people who are actually dedicating, doing stuff, coming to classes is still under the 15 that I am ready to receive. I'm ready to teach well. So let's see. I might keep it around 30 because as I can see, the people who have already enrolled, enrollment started on Monday, right? So I have already opened for enrollment. And I had that special bonus for the 10 first people who enrolled to have a one-on-one meeting with me. So yeah, I had already, that was filled. I already have more than half of the group, okay? So it's there. And as I can see, these people are a little bit more dedicated. They are already taking mock exams. They are already talking to me, waiting for class to start. Class starts on December the 16th, but I already give you a mock test for you to take and see how you would go, how you would score today. And then they are already warming up on WhatsApp group. They're already warming up on Facebook, and I can see that the level of English is higher. People are a bit more committed, and I believe this group is going to be stronger. As I can see it, the group that is enrolling now is much more dedicated and stronger. So if it continues to be like that, I might even close earlier because it depends on how much the intensity of students are going to consume my attention. I want to be the best teacher I can and guide you throughout the process. So if I feel that the group is dedicated and will try to suck up all I have, then I will reduce. Okay, yeah. So we have to feel the group, we have to feel the course to decide. Rafael Peixoto saying, don't worry about it. Last time I took a CE course prep at Cultura, we all started the course with 15 in class. At the end, we were in 5. the only one doing the writing assignment was me. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's the same thing when you go to university, isn't it? I will reconnect here on Instagram because Instagram only allows me to stay online for 1 hour, and then they just cut your connection. So I'm just reconnecting here with them, okay? But that's it. When you go to university, how many people graduated with you? How many people started the course with you, and how many people graduated with you? I believe this is in any course, right? So as much as I wish everybody were as much of a nerd as I have always been, this is not what actually happens. So I'm back on Instagram, guys. I was cut by Instagram because Instagram only allows me to stay here for 1 hour and then they cut, okay? But I'm back. So if you have questions, this is a good moment. Yes, so going back to the previous question that I was answering, just for people who were joining right now on Instagram, the question was, how many people do you have in each course? So up to now, I have been accepting 30 people, and I have been noticing that not even half of them come to classes. So I might end up accepting more because I started increasing the number of students in class when I noticed that I was sitting there waiting for people to come to speaking classes and they didn't. How is that even possible? If you have the chance to talk, aren't you coming? I mean, come to classes. Live speaking classes are important. You know, there's a speaking portion of the exam. So that's it. This is what I have been saying. I can take you there. I can take you there. You will pass the C2 proficiency exam in 24 weeks, which means 6 months. You will pass the CPE exam. If you take the course, I will gather all of the material in one only place for you. I will separate parts of the material which are important for you. I will help you recycle grammar in a way which is not tiring. I will help you increase the level of your English vernacular. We will tackle inversions. We will tackle idioms, collocations, phrasal verbs, everything you need to know. I will give you strategies to work on each and every part of the exam. How do you tackle part 4? How do you tackle listening part 4? How do you tackle part 2? What is this with the keyword transformation? How do I deal with part 6 of the reading and use of English paper? This is to die for. And then I go there and I show you how to fit that piece into the puzzle. I can demystify the conundrum. Okay? Now you must dedicate. Without your effort, we're not going anywhere. It is 50% my coaching and it is 50% your effort. Without that deal, I would rather you did not enroll. Okay? Yes. All right. So as I said, we are still open for enrollment. More than half of the course, more than half of the class is already there. I have been thinking about keeping it small because I saw the level of people who are in the course. People are talking and texting and warming up for the lessons which are going to start on Monday. And today I talked to 2 of my students in different moments. I had a private meeting with one, a private meeting with another one to guide them through the platforms and everything. And I could see that I already have C2 level students who are going to be easy to take, to coach, and to have them pass the exam with an A. That's why I'm so happy. That's why I am smiling. My cheeks are almost hurting because I am so delighted to have such a strong group right now. So if you're willing to participate in this wonderful group that has already started enrolling, you still have a chance. There are a few spots available. Hurry up, because I don't know for how long I am going to keep enrollments open. It depends on how much students are willing to participate with me. Great, deal, deal. So I believe that's it for today. Maria Eugenia is telling me that in university, only 3 people finished the course with her. So Paco is telling, sorry, what is the number of the WhatsApp group and yours? Okay, my WhatsApp number, let me give you my WhatsApp contact here. If you guys would like to ask me more questions, just go ahead and text me, okay? WhatsApp number. I will make it even easier for you. I am going to give you the link. You can just click on it and message me. http://bit.ly/CPE_teacher. Some people say underline, some people say underscore. I used to say underscore. However, people have been saying underline all the time, so I changed it. Hello from Rome. Somebody's telling me, hello from Rome. Thank you. Hello from Brazil. Is it hot there? It is excruciating hot here. And summer hasn't even arrived yet. Can you imagine that? I don't know what's going to happen when summer arrives. I'm already sweating my head off here. I do need a new air conditioning in this office because I have just given my daughter my previous office. My daughter had been asking me for a bedroom because she used to share her bedroom with her brother. She's only 8 and my other son is only 6. However, she started, Mom, I want to have my own bedroom. I want to have my own bedroom. And then I gave her her bedroom for Christmas. We're still painting the walls and she is going to have a pink bedroom, the one she dreams of. Now I am sitting here in this place filled with boxes. Let me see if I can give you a peek. Can you see? Because yeah, that's the situation of my office at the moment. This here in Brazil, it is really common for us to have apartment buildings with maids' quarters because Brazil is a developing country. We don't say third world country anymore. We say developing country. We are part of the BRICS and we're still developing. And because we are a developing country, we have cheap labor, right? People do not get enough education. They must work. They need to feed their families and they are going to do whatever it takes. So the number of people who are maids, house workers in Brazil is still large enough for middle class regular people like me to have maids. And I don't have one, but I have maids' quarters in my apartment. So when I gave my office to my daughter, I decided to transform the maids' quarters into my office, and I am crammed in here without air conditioning in Rio de Janeiro with summer approaching. Can you imagine that? I will fix that this week. Okay, so I have already started babbling and chatting about stuff which was not the one I was supposed to. Frosty air out here, Valeria says from Rome. I am glad to hear that. I hope you have a white Christmas. I have been dreaming of a white Christmas just like the ones I used to know. And unfortunately, I won't have them here, or fortunately, I don't know. All right, guys, so that's it. In a nutshell, the C2 Proficiency Preparation course is open for enrollments. We have already filled half of the course or more. I don't know. We're talking here. I don't know if people have enrolled. You can still join. The group which joins this group here is strong. I have already talked to some of the students and I can see that I already have C2 level students who only want to be guided through the course to get an A. So if you are strong, if you want to participate in a course which is going to study, which is going to dedicate, which is willing to gather together as a group that is going to help each other, receive feedback, have speaking classes with me, online, live classes, 4 previously recorded videos per week, plus homework, mock tests, writing tasks, what else? Anki, we use Anki flashcards. You are going to breathe C2 level English for 6 months. I need your dedication, but it will be worth it. 6 months pass at the blink of an eye. And when you see it, you already have the C2 proficiency exam right there with your name on it. As I said before, this decade is over. We are entering a new decade. Do not postpone your dreams. Make your dreams come true. In 5 years, you will be willing that you had started today. Okay. End of the year resolutions. Pass your C2 proficiency. Have that certificate. It is going to change your life. It changed mine. Okay. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something new. I hope I was able to answer your questions. I sent you a link on YouTube so that you can connect to my WhatsApp. Paco is saying that he can't see the link. It is HTTP. Well, I will give you the number here. I will write it on the comments. Brazil is 55. Rio de Janeiro is 21. And my WhatsApp number is 9989, yes, 0001. That's it. Yes, 99890001. There is the link and there is also the number. So you can ask me more questions on WhatsApp. I also have a broadcasting list of people who receive messages from me whenever I find something interesting. It's not I am sorry to say, it's not on a regular basis that I can foresee. It's not going to be every week. Sometimes I send like 10 messages in 1 week. Sometimes I spend 2 weeks without sending anything because it depends on my finding something that is really worthwhile. So I share vocabulary, I share material, I share information, I share videos from WhatsApp channels which are new and interesting. And if you are willing to, you can stay on my broadcasting list. If you are going to study on your own, you can just send me messages asking me for information. I will be more than glad to give a piece of my knowledge to you for free. And I also have the complete preparation course, which is open for enrollment. And then I will take you by the hand. Okay, promise. Bye, guys. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure being here with you. I hope you enjoyed it too. Okay. All right. People on Instagram are saying that they cannot see my WhatsApp number. Yes, you won't be able to see it here, but if you go in my bio, it is going to be there. Okay. So go in my bio and you will see it there. It's easy to find. It's right underneath my description as a teacher. My name is Flavia Costa. I am your CPE teacher. See you next class.